Now fennel, you either like it or loathe it, but I'm going to make you love it. And I'm going to cut it into small dice. If it's in too big a pieces, it won't become tender. So there it is. Some people take out that middle a bit there, but I'm not going to. I find there's no need, and it becomes a little more crunchy than the outside. That's it. Now I'm going to just give that a turn. Now I'm going to add some garlic. Then I'm going to add the rice. This is round rice. It's not pudding rice, it's arborio rice, or sometimes known as risotto rice. Then we need to add some wine, very important, a white wine, and I'm going to add 300 ml. And this is a new bottle, and I know just about where my finger should be, how far we should go down. So 300 ml. Tiny drop more. And we'll just let that absorb for a few minutes. I've got here 750 ml of fish stock. It could be vegetable stock. My foolproof tip is to make sure the stock is really hot. I'll give it a stir. The rice will absorb it much quicker and it won't overcook. It is important to add it little by little, and the total time from when you start adding the stock, it will be about 20 minutes. Slowly, carefully, and make sure it's all absorbed. This is the bit I find very relaxing, perfect after a busy day. Now can you see now that's thickening up? That is perfect. There's still a little bite into it, but I've got other ingredients to add and it'll need a few more moments longer. Some peas, lemon juice, and for that touch of class, generous chunks of succulent salmon. But you could always use prawns or chicken if you prefer. Now you'll notice that the salmon is at once changing colour from that shiny pink to an opaque pink. And it takes no time to cook at all. For sheer luxury, add 3 tablespoons of creme fraiche and some grated parmesan. And finish with some fresh tarragon. It's just the right consistency. You can see that it's sort of creamy, and I'm keeping the fish whole. To crown the glory, a little bit of pea shoots. You know, there's plenty of body in the middle of that rice. It's just cooked, it's lovely and creamy. The fennel flavour's coming through, and the salmon is just perfect. I don't just like it, I love it, and I'm going back for another one. Not bad. So I've got 500 grams of good minced beef here. Add a finely chopped onion to the mince. And 2 cloves of grated garlic. It's only actually since I've been married that we've had meatballs. Mum used to do what she called Scotch mince, and that was just fried mince, no onion, and a good gravy. We used to love that as children, but I've found that my young absolutely love meatballs. Then I'm going to put some thyme in there. Now this is broadleaf thyme, and as you can see, it's got a very woody stem, and it is very strong, much stronger than you would buy in a supermarket because it has matured over the years. Thyme is wonderful because it's always there, winter, summer, it doesn't lose its leaves. In it goes. Next, add 50 grams of grated parmesan and half a teaspoon of paprika. It gives a nice bit of colour to it. And then pepper and salt. 1 small egg, that just holds it all together. So just mix all that together. And do you know what? I'm going to discard the spoon and use my hand. You can really get the feel of it. If it's a wet day and it's school holidays, children will help. They love to help to cook, especially when it's something they're going to enjoy for their lunch. Shape the mixture into a cake and divide it in 4. Each section will make 6 meatballs. You just get the mixture, slightly damp hands, and shape them into a ball. I would say they're golf ball size. My husband plays golf. They look just like golf balls to me. So there's the last one done. Makes a pound of mince, 500 grams, go a long way, doesn't it? It's best to chill the meatballs in the fridge for half an hour before frying. One of the secrets of making really good meatballs is to brown them well and then not to cook them for too long. They should be soft when you break into them, just like a good beef burger. And be gentle, because in fact, if you're brutal with them, they will break up. Once they're brown all over, start the tomato sauce in the same pan. First, soften 1 finely chopped onion. And essential to get that tender before you add the other ingredients. So in goes 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, just to what your family likes. Add 600 mils of passata, 1 teaspoon of caster sugar, and 3 tablespoons of tomato puree. If you like it fairly piquant, a few drops of Tabasco, and then we need salt and pepper. Stir that in, and so I add about 300 ml of water to that. You might say, why add water to that? But it does intensify the flavour. I'm just going to leave that for about 10 minutes to bubble gently and reduce. I love basil. It is an absolute natural with tomatoes. That goes in there like that. Then in goes the meatballs. Then a low simmer for about 10 minutes. Then it's done. And you serve it from the pan, 1 pan to wash up. That's a joy, isn't it? After 10 minutes, the sauce will be reduced and the meatballs will be wonderful and juicy. It really is an intense tomato flavour and the basil is coming through. I think the family will really enjoy that. My husband Paul's absolute favourite is Malaysian fried rice. He would have it every day of the week, and I bet that he'll be popping in when he smells it, because you get that wonderful aroma from all the spices. The reason why Paul likes this so much is because before I married him, he worked in Malaya, as it was then called, and I gather that he used to have it once a week, always. So when I married him, I had to look up recipes for it, and I've been making it ever since. Start the fried rice by slicing 2 chicken breasts into strips. Season and fry on a high heat. There is a real tendency to overcook chicken, and what I do is put some honey in the pan, and the honey makes it go golden brown in no time, because each little strip is only going to take about a minute to cook. That has been cooking fast. I'm going to turn it over now, and you've got a nice bit of brown. Look at it. That's what I wanted. Doesn't that look tempting when it's a gorgeous golden brown colour? I'm going to just tip that out on the plate. Now for the vegetables. Add 2 large chopped onions to the same pan. I'm going to put a lid on that and let it partly fry, partly cook. Roughly chop a red pepper and crush 3 cloves of garlic. Bit of brute force. Fry for 5 minutes and then add 200 grams of sliced button mushrooms. I can mix all those together. Now the spices that go in. I've got some mild chili powder here and I've got some curry powder. You can buy a mixture of Malaysian spices to make this, but I just use curry powder because that's what I've got on my shelf. So I'm going to have half a teaspoonful of mild chili powder and then a level tablespoonful of the curry powder. It's at this stage that if the doors are open in the house and you get that sort of spicy smell, Paul comes around the corner and just wonders what I'm up to. I wouldn't change my husband for the world, but in the kitchen, he doesn't become involved. If I'm poorly, which is so rare, he can do 2 things, boil eggs and make an excellent omelette. Now, even then we argue about the omelette because he said his French godmother taught him to put milk in the omelette and I always put water. So I don't think we'd be very compatible in the kitchen. I think I like being there and just having him come in to enjoy it. I've already cooked 250 grams of long grain rice with 150 grams of frozen peas. Now it's cool, I can add it to the mix. It'll fry and become crispy if it's cold. If it's warm, it'll be soggy. So cold rice, cold peas, give it a good fry. Mix it all together, add 4 tablespoons of soy sauce and fry on a high heat until it's lovely and crispy. Put the chicken on the top to warm through and fry 1 egg for each person who's eating. That's it, it's ready. Didn't take many moments. So I'm going to stir in the chicken. I know that familiar tread.
Yeah.
Have a try. I'll take mine straight from the pan. See what you think.
Delicious. This is very, very nice.
Good.
Well up to the standard, I would say.
I'll tuck into the rest,
Right.
and I'll pinch more from the pan.
Okay.
So I do hope that you'll have a go at home. It's our great family favourite, and I hope it'll become one of yours. But first, a trip down memory lane for a cosy dish inspired by my mother. What could be more everyday than eggs and bacon? The smell alone as you come in the kitchen of frying bacon just reminds me of my childhood. So I'm going to make something a little bit different with bacon this time, rosti. I'm going to elevate the old bacon and egg combo because in this dish, eggs rest on a delicious bacon rosti. Nowadays, bacon nearly always comes without the rind, but I can remember in childhood we had the bacon rinds and they were taken off and fried in the pan first, and then all the extra fat was used for frying eggs and things. Start by frying the bacon until every bit is deliciously crisp. Gosh, this smells good. That looks so tempting. I could eat it right now, let alone using it for rosti. Pop a thinly sliced onion into the bacon fat. Just add flavour to so many things. I don't know where we'd be without them. I'm going to leave the lid on that so it cooks in its own steam. And I'm going on to do the potatoes. Coarsely grate 3 floury potatoes, and I'll show you the secret behind a really crisp rosti. Get rid of all that starchy water. So take a tea towel, and you can see already it is really, really wet. Take that by all 4 corners, and I'm going to squeeze it so that all the liquid comes out. That's it. Once that's done, add those lovely fried onions and the bacon and season it. I can smell the bacon coming up now. It just is such a lovely memory. Do you know, some of the simplest things are the best and also very inexpensive. A couple of rashers of bacon, potato, onion and eggs on top. That's it, all done. So I'm using the same frying pan. I'm going to add a little more oil. Then I'm going to tip that in, so there it goes. Now the next thing you have to do is to press it down, because it's really a potato cake. So there are no gaps, so it all clings together. And because this is freshly grated, the starch is holding it all together. And it's a wonderful dish, which is so simple to make. It just needs a few minutes to cook on a medium heat. Once the rosti is crisp and golden, turn it out so you can cook the other side. And what could finish it off better than fried eggs? And now to bring it all together. There you have it, rosti with fried eggs on the top. That's just the sort of meal that I like when I'm really hungry. So I'm going to get stuck in. It is absolutely delectable, delicious, wonderful. I'm in for another slice. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and enjoy.